Hello everyone, and welcome to the vlog. As you can see, we're outside, we're on the town, we're on the move, and today we are spending a day on the Upper East Side. If you guys remember a while ago, I tried starting a series. It was called Exploring NYC. I did 2 videos, one of them barely even counted. It was on the Upper West Side, but then I did an East Village video where I went around the East Village one day and I spent a little afternoon. I went to different spots, I explored the neighborhood, and then I kind of forgot about it and never did a video like that again. But I am here to say, we're back. I am relaunching this series. I think we're gonna call it Exploring NYC, and we're gonna go around to different neighborhoods in New York and explore them. Find a few spots, find some local stores, some restaurants, some coffee shops, some museums. And I decided to start on the Upper East Side. If you're new here, my name's Alexis. I'm 27. I live in New York City. So we're on the Upper East Side. If you aren't familiar with the neighborhood of the Upper East Side, it's located in Manhattan, which is a borough in New York City. And it is on the east side of Central Park. It runs from 59th Street to 110th Street, pretty much the entire length of Central Park. And we're gonna explore it today. So I wanna start at a coffee shop. I looked up several different coffee shops on the Upper East Side, and this one is a local one to the Upper East Side. It has 3 different locations, and we're gonna start there. People seem to love it. It is on 84th between 1st and 2nd Ave, and then from there we're gonna head to a park, and I'll kind of explain all of it along the way, but I'm really excited. I think this is gonna be a fun day, so let's spend a day on the Upper East Side. Let's go. So naturally, on our way to our first location, I passed this thrift store, which I'm a big fan of. It's just called Thrift NYC, and I had to look in there really quick. So this is a local thrift store to the Upper East Side. I'm pretty sure there's an East Village location as well. I think there's 2 of them. So this place is great for like denim jackets, leather jackets, anything like that. I feel like I don't need this. So I had to stop in. But anyways, now let's head to our next stop, which is the coffee shop that I intended to start at. You know how sometimes you plan things and they still just don't seem to go your way? So the coffee shop I was planning on going to was called Madame Bonte. 3 locations on the Upper East Side. Crazy thing. So we went up to it and they are totally fixing the cement and sidewalk outside of the front of it. So you can't get in it right now. Like there's no sidewalk even there. And the other 2 locations are too far away from where we are right now. So I did a quick change. So I've heard Madame Bonte is really good. So can't recommend it from personal experience, but people said it's good. So that is a place on the Upper East Side. But we are headed to Eat Pretty. I looked up another coffee shop that was local to the Upper East Side near here, and that came up. It looks really cute, so we are headed there right now. Okay, here we are. We're at Eat Pretty. It's also a normal restaurant. Looks like they have some specials on tacos, but we're just gonna go for the coffee. And look how cute this is. Like, so pretty. Can I get iced chai latte? Could I also get an iced coffee? Or should we, what about can we get a banana chocolate chip bread? I'm putting you guys on my shirt because I want my hands for this. So got an iced coffee, just got cream and sugar just to keep it simple. It's a pretty good iced coffee. I like it. Also ordered a chai. That's a good chai. That's a really good chai. And then also I got this banana bread with chocolate chips. here's my dilemma. After I ordered, I noticed that they have a strawberry matcha, and that is one of my favorites. So honestly, might sit here for a minute, drink this coffee, and I might get the strawberry matcha to try and go when we go to the park. But we'll see. We'll try this and then we'll figure it out. But this place is so cute. There's so much outdoor seating. It's on a nice little quiet street. Very good if you want to take like a Instagram picture. And then it looks like they have an amazing menu. I have another place picked out for lunch, so I didn't want to eat here, but it looks like they have amazing tacos, amazing food. They have cookies, they have other pastries. So this was a happy accident. I'm kind of glad the other place was closed because we never would have found this place. Went back in. Guys, I had to do it. This is a strawberry matcha latte. Looks delicious. I should have just gotten this. I mean, the coffee's good. I'm glad I have this too. I'm having many caffeines and liquids right now. It's interesting because it's like an unsweetened strawberry. Oh no, it's not. I just didn't mix it enough. I was like, wait, it's not sweet, but it is. And it looks so pretty with this whole like aesthetic of all of it. Okay, I give this place a 10 out of 10. When I was in there, I saw they had pizza bagels too that looked delicious. I feel like I could spend all day here just trying different things. Definitely recommend Eat Pretty. So I'm gonna take my drinks and we're gonna head to Carl Schurz Park, which is on the East River. So let's go there. So we are in Carl Schurz Park. It's on the East River, so that's the river that I'm currently standing on. So across you can see Roosevelt Island, and Astoria is more directly across over there. I have only ever actually been to this park once or twice. There's a ferry that actually picks up on 90th Street on the other end of the park that can take you to Astoria, it can take you to Wall Street, Williamsburg, Dumbo. It's really nice. The ferry system is great in the summer, even though it does make me a little bit seasick. Yeah, so Carl Schurz Park is just like a normal park. There's fields right here that people are playing on. There's grassy areas, and the mayor's house is even here. So we're gonna walk a little deeper in and kind of see what's going on, but this is the park, and I feel like a lot of people associate Central Park with the Upper East Side, but this is also a really, really nice park over here, which I honestly need to get to more myself. So the sun's coming out, let's explore the park. One thing that I love about Upper Manhattan is that there are so many different parks. I have only lived in Upper Manhattan the entire time I've lived in Manhattan. Mostly on the west side though. I lived in Washington Heights and the Upper West Side, never on the east side, but either way, once you get above Central Park, it is crazy how many beautiful, nice parks there are filled with greenery. I feel like a lot of people think that when you come into Manhattan, there's not gonna be nice parks, but really along the water, and the higher up you go, the parks just get prettier and prettier. So this is definitely a beautiful park. Like, look at these flowers over here. Stunning. They're taking good care of the lawn right now, so you can probably hear a little weed whacker in the back. But this is the ferry I was talking about. This is great. I've taken it to Astoria before, I've taken it down to Wall Street, I've taken it back from Williamsburg. It's great transportation up and down the East River, and it's only maybe $4. It's not expensive. You can even drink a little White Claw on it if you want. So definitely a great way to like see the city and get between, like you can go from Manhattan to Queens to Brooklyn in like one swoop. So Definitely love the ferry, but you know me, I always love a ferry, and I'll talk about the Staten Island ferry in a different video. So we are currently standing in front of Gracie Mansion, which this is where the mayor lives. I was just looking up because I don't really know much about it. I was like, does the mayor actually live in this house right here? Like, does Eric Adams live right here? And that answer is unclear. Most mayors do. I have no idea if Eric Adams actually lives here. I'm looking it up. I can't figure it out. I'm gonna have to do more research into it. If I figure it out, I'll let you know. But a lot of articles are saying the only mayor not to live in this house was Bloomberg. The more you know. Gracie Mansion, that's what it's called. So right in the middle of this park. So this is Carl Schurz Park. We're currently on East 88th Street and East End Ave. It's really such a good park. I am so glad that we just explored and walked around here. I did not know much about it until today. All I knew was the ferry picked up here and the mayor lived here, but there's so much to do. They have free movie screenings. I literally saw it tomorrow. They're screening Finding Nemo. You might catch me there. They have tons of different activities. They have tons of courts, and they have so many fun things you can do here. So it's definitely worth your while to come check it out if you're looking for like a little escape, a little place to relax while you're on the Upper East Side. And here's a better view of the mayor's house. But as you can see, there's like lots of security in front of it, so it's hard to get like a good look. So next we are going to head to lunch. And we're gonna go to a classic Upper East Side restaurant. I'll tell you more about it on the way, but first I have to pick up some cash because this place is cash only. It's called JG Melon, and we're headed there now. Okay, so you can see we're outside the New York Public Library. We're currently on 78th and York, but this isn't just a New York Public Library. It's also a bookstore called the Book Cellar where it's like secondhand books, and I want to head inside and look at it because it looks really cute and it's part of the public library, but it's a bookstore. So let's head in and look at it. I was going to come here later, but we're passing it on the way to the restaurant, so I thought why not? So let's go inside. So we are now headed to JG Melon. So JG Melon is like a classic Upper East Side restaurant. When I was doing my research and trying to figure out where to go, everyone kind of said this was like a classic. They describe it on their website as the Upper East Side saloon with food. So it's like a cozy spot. Got my cash. This day's been going pretty smoothly. It's only 2 o'clock. We started at like 10:30, so we're making our way. The museum we're going to is the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. But I want to head to the Rooftop there, so that closes at 4, so we need to kind of get over to the Met in the next hour to make sure that we have time. So we're gonna get into a little bit of a time crunch, but I think it'll all work out. So let's get lunch and keep exploring. It is sunny outside. We got our food. I got the burger because that is like what they're famous for. And then we also got these cottage fries, which are these really thin, like ribbed looking fries. They're very hot, but very good. So I'm gonna put some ketchup, if it comes out, hello. And then they gave me a side of onions and pickles. Gotta try the pickles. Solid. That's really good. I went through a phase where I didn't really like burgers, but I've been liking them lately. This is delicious. A plus JG Melon. We also ordered a grilled cheese, bacon, and tomato. That's really good too. I love a grilled cheese. I'm eating another one of these pickles. I know, this is such a cute little spot. I love this place. Bon appetit. We have left JG Melon. That was delicious. I was a little skeptical of getting a burger because I sometimes love burgers, but other times they kind of sketch me out a little, but that was a pretty solid burger. So now we are walking to the Met. We have to walk over to Fifth Avenue because the Met is located on Central Park. So we're walking across a few avenues. I was gonna stop at the niche shop on the way over, which is a thrift store that I really like on the Upper East Side, but I'm a little stressed about timing because the Rooftop closes at 4 and I really wanna make sure that we can see it in time. So it's only about 2:30 right now, so we definitely have some time. I've been to the Met like 3 or 4 times in my life. But every single time I go there, there's something new to explore and new to see. So I'm excited to go. I bought general admission to the Met, and that includes the Rooftop. Also, fun fact, if you don't know this, the Met is pay what you can if you're a New York resident. So that's really nice for New York residents because it gives an opportunity for people to go more, especially people that can't afford the suggested $30 ticket price often, especially if you like to go a lot. So it is pay what you can, but they do suggest a price of $30 for adults, and I'm pretty sure 17 for students. And I'm excited to see the Rooftop because even though I've been to the Met a few times, I've never actually been to the Rooftop. Okay, we're here at the Met, and these are the iconic Met steps. You might recognize these from Gossip Girl. This is where they would all sit before school, and as you can see, people love sitting here, and it's like a really nice place to just sit and relax. There's fountains, there's food trucks, there's vendors outside of here. I really love the area outside of the Met. I think it's really cute. Like, if you look out there, there's so much stuff to do. There are so many people. There are food trucks. We just walked past some vendors, and it's great. So I bought my tickets in advance, so hopefully we don't have to wait in any kind of lines. So let's head in. On the Met Rooftop. It is so pretty. I've never been up here before and I love it. It's great. And the view is just beautiful behind me. So I'm gonna soak it in a little bit and walk around. There's some cool artwork. That's like wire artwork up here. So gonna look around. They have a full bar. Maybe I'll hit it up if I'm feeling crazy, but here we are at the Met. The artwork out here is inspired by like children's doodles, which you can totally see. It's really cool. This is my favorite painting. You can probably hear a little sax playing in the back, but we left the Met. I could have spent the rest of the day there, but I still have some other places that I want to go. So that was the Rooftop. I'm glad we went. It was really pretty. And then we looked at a few different exhibits. My favorite painting there, it's the sunflower painting by Monet. It was getting a little loud over there, so I thought I would walk away a little bit. So now we're headed to the niche shop. If you remember earlier, I wanted to go there before the Met, but I was scared we were running a little bit low on time because the Rooftop does close at 4. At least that's what I read online, but it didn't really give that vibe when we were up there, but whatever, better safe than sorry. So now we're headed to the niche shop. It's a thrift store on the Upper East Side. It opened a few years ago, and they actually just opened another location on the West Side, but this is the original, and I really love this place. It's so curated, it's so cute. So we're gonna head there, and then after we're gonna head to the Butterfield Market, and then from there we're gonna go to Central Park. So that's kind of the roundup for the rest of our day today. So let's go to the niche shop. It's a little thrift store, and it's on 81st Street. So let's go. I will say, the greenery that we've found today on the Upper East Side is beautiful. Everywhere we turn, there is just the prettiest, like, greenery and flowers. I also want to point out that the Upper East Side is famous for a lot of really high-end luxury shopping, but for the sake of this video and my bank account, we're not going there because I have never bought a luxury item in my life, and I don't have the funds for that. So we're staying local. We're staying with the thrift stores. Right now we're on Park Avenue. This is a 2-lane road. Most avenues are only going one way, but this has both directions. So only a few more blocks over to the niche shop. Okay, I don't have anything else to say. All right, we're only a few avenues away. This is further in than I remembered. It's between 1st and 2nd. My legs are getting a little tired from all the walking we've done today. I've taken about 10,000 steps today so far. We've really made our rounds, but we've really stuck between like 75th and 88th. I'm kind of staying in the center, in the core of the Upper East Side today. Here we are at the niche shop. I have been a fan of this thrift store since like the week it opened. I remember Emily, my current roommate, was living on the Upper East Side at the time, and she was like, I saw this really cute new thrift store, we should really go. And I've been here several times since. It's super cute. You can see like in the window there's disco balls, it's pink, it's fun, it's very curated, and I really like it here. So let's go in and see if we can find any good finds. Nothing really caught my eye there. I bought a handful of things at the niche shop. I did a thrifting video a few years back where I went to the niche shop and I found a top that I liked, but nothing was screaming my name today. So now I'm headed over to 85th Street to Butterfield Market. Butterfield Market is just like a cute little market, for lack of a better term. So Butterfield Market has a ton of like pre-made foods. They have ice cream, which I've never tried, so maybe that's something that I will try. They have cookies, they have pastries. They sometimes carry pickles from the Pickle Guys, which is my favorite pickle store on the Lower East Side. They sometimes carry the pickled garlic, if I'm really lucky. So if they have that, we are buying it. I think that's gonna be our last like official stop, and then we'll head to Central Park and we'll call it a day. They don't have my pickled garlic. They only have normal pickles, so I don't think I'm gonna buy it. If they had the pickled garlic, I'd be all over that. So we just went to Butterfield. It's back there. I got frozen yogurt, so we went inside, we looked around, but they didn't have anything that was really catching my eye. But they have a little express counter where you can get lemonade, frozen yogurt, any of that. So mine's melting. You can see I've licked it a ton. But I got this peanut butter chocolate swirl, and it's delicious. So now I'm gonna head to the park and eat my frozen yogurt. So we are in Central Park, obviously. Central Park is the biggest park in Manhattan. Takes the entire center of the island. And we are currently in the park near the Met, so we're like in the 80s. I could do a whole video just on Central Park. This park is giant. There is so much to explore. A lot of people just know like the very bottom of it near 59th Street. There are so many different areas, so we're just gonna kind of be passing through, but I feel like a lot of people do associate Central Park with the Upper East Side. I think we're gonna kind of end the day here. We'll take a walk through the park and kind of explore, but this was a pretty full day on the Upper East Side. We've been going for like 6 or 7 hours. The only thing left to do is, we could get dinner here, and I'll list some of my recommendations for dinner on the Upper East Side, but I think I want to make dinner at home tonight. So this was the first actual episode of Exploring NYC, and I am so excited to do this series. So thank you so much for watching. I will link down below a map of all the places that I went today in case you want to go to these places too. And I'll also list everywhere that I went. And I'll say this in every Exploring NYC video, but everything I do in these videos is just a fraction of the things you could do in any of these neighborhoods. All the neighborhoods in New York have so many different things to do in so many places. I am just picking a very, very few places to go for a good day and things that I like to do and places I recommend, but every neighborhood has so much to offer, and that's what makes New York so special. So thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.